I spent like 10 grand in a week. Like I was unhinged. Why, hello. Do you ever feel like social media is toxic for you and your shopping habits? Do you ever feel like shopping is out of your control? Do you compulsively shop sometimes? Are you impulse shopping, but also celebrated when you do so by your peers? If so, this video is for you. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and I created Dolled by Jay. So in today's video, we are going to be discussing how social media may be feeding into your toxic shopping habits. And we're going to discuss a little bit about compulsive shopping, shopping addictions, and how this all plays out. So if you're here for it, give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. All right, guys, so let's get to it. So I was inspired to make this video. My friend Tor in anthropology just made a video when shopping becomes toxic. And I was really inspired by this topic because this has affected me before as well. And I think it's a really, really great topic, especially in the fashion community. You know, fashion YouTube is such a thing where we're constantly seeing hauls. We're constantly seeing latest product releases. I completely feed into this as well with my channel. I mean, I share with you guys products that are new, products that are trending. I show you guys hauls, shopping vlogs, all of that. But I think that there are certain messages in social media that we might even be subconsciously consuming that are implicating our well-being, our lifestyles, and, you know, our shopping habits. So I wanted to give you guys some examples. I've been seeing memes that are quite popular. They get a lot of likes. You know, there's a meme that's like, me to me, anything you want, princess, and, you know, or me after the slightest inconvenience, you know, I'm buying this, or I'm booking a trip to Italy. You know, these memes are meant to be funny, but they do kind of positively reinforce this idea that it's fine, it doesn't matter. Shop away. You know what I mean? I've seen funny ones as well when it's like when rent is due, but new Prada shoes have come out and people are literally justifying shopping instead of paying really important bills. And this is really toxic. There's also a number of TikToks where people are literally saying, yeah, I have a shopping addiction. There's a couple that I'll show you now that just kind of perpetuate this and honestly encourage it in a sense. It kind of normalizes things. So this one was interesting to me. Thoughts of a shopping addict. So we'll just play it for you now.
The shopping addict. That's cute. OMG, but it's so expensive. But it's limited edition. And I deserve it. If I buy it, it'll make me happy. It could be an investment. I'll just tell my parents that they had a sale. If I don't buy it, I'll regret.
So yeah, in this video, she's basically saying thoughts of a shopping addict, and I'll just tell my parents it was on sale. She's justifying, you know, all of these things. Oh, it could be a good investment. What if it runs out? Add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. And there's so many things that people do to justify their purchases. 100%. I justify purchases as well to myself. But this video has gotten so many likes. And then there's another one here. Every family needs a daughter who can't keep a boyfriend, has anxiety in every situation, and has a breakdown weekly and a crippling shopping addiction. This video got so many likes. I think like 600,000 or something, or in the hundreds of thousands. It was a lot. And people are kind of like celebrating this. You know what I mean? There's a lot of positive reinforcement on TikTok. There's another one here. Retail therapy won't cure your anxiety. Goes on a shopping spree. Is now anxious with a new wardrobe. You know, this is funny, obviously. 65,000.8K likes. I can't imagine the views. This is obviously funny, but it's not necessarily projecting anything positive onto us. You know what I mean? Because if you're someone who's susceptible to impulse purchases and things like this, you're going to see content like this potentially, and you might be like, yeah, whatever, you know, I've got bills coming up, but I'll get the money another way, or, you know, I'll pick up extra shifts, or I'll just take out of my savings. You know, this can make really big problematic financial problems. There are people that literally go into so much debt. Personally, for me, like probably 3 years ago, I think I had a bit of a shopping problem. Like, I wasn't necessarily luxury goods, but I always just wanted something new. Like, I would go to Aritzia like all the time, and I would just get like one thing, two things here and there. Or my problem was I would see something in a mall or online, and I literally would not be able to stop until I had to have it, had to have it, had to have it, had to have it. And like, I was really big into like makeup YouTube and makeup Instagram, and I was always watching these influencers on social media, and I was always like, oh my God, they came out with this product. Oh my God, this is limited edition. I need to have it. Oh my gosh. But it's like, I already have 15 other highlighters. You know what I mean? I already have 8 bronzers. Do I really need another one? Do I really need an 8th foundation? And literally I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on makeup that I really didn't need. And it was because at the time I was just feeling like I was having such a void in my life and like laundry, and I was working so much, and I felt like, you know what, if I'm working this much, I should have some little joys, you know what I mean? I should be able to buy some shoes, I should be able to buy this, I should be able to do this. And it was just really crazy. I was making really good money, but I was also spending it almost as fast as it came, you know what I mean? I would just always have to shop. I spent a lot of money on experiences as well, trips, and I'm very fortunate in my life now, very, very fortunate, but still at the time I was making really good money, and I really should have been more responsible with it. What did I have to show for it? A closet full of stuff, a whole bunch of makeup that was expiring, and I would forget that I just shopped the week before. And at the end of the month, I'd be like, oh my God, I spent so much on this, and occasionally dip into my savings to buy things, which is supposed to be a rainy day fund. It's supposed to be a, you know, down payment on a house fund. It's supposed to be a car fund, whatever fund, right? And so I was just like dipping into it. And Tor mentioned this in his video as well. I found it really interesting, like, you know, having the rainy day fund and then finding that become just a shopping fund where whatever funds you had in there, if it got to a certain threshold, you would just take some of the money out and go shopping. And I totally identify with this as well. I would just have all this money and I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go spend. My priorities were just like really messed up, to be honest. Like I just really was working so much. It all started when I had a breakup, maybe 4 years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago. I had a breakup and I spent like 10 grand in a week. Like I went shopping, 5 grand. Pfft. Week trip to LA, 5 grand. Pfft. Gone. And I literally was just on a roll from then. Oh my God, I'm wearing this. This is so tacky. The guilt I had gotten from buying all of these stupid things that were just in the moment, like, oh, this is on sale, I need to have this. I was feeling so much guilt. And apparently over 40% of people have guilt from shopping, from their purchases. And I think that the way things are kind of moving in the fashion community is we're trying to be more sensible about our purchases. We're trying to shop with intent. We're trying to buy more timeless pieces of good quality, at least the channels that I'm watching, and maybe you guys as viewers as well might feel the same way, rather than just buying things all the time. And then I would get so many packages every week, things that I would buy that I would forget about. The social media aspect was that I was scrolling, you know, Instagram, and I was seeing all these new items. I was watching beauty videos, and suddenly I would just like need these things that I would see because I was like, oh my God, this influencer mentioned this, it's gonna sell out, you know? Now I'm gonna get into some elements of like shopping addiction. So apparently 18 million Americans have a shopping addiction. About 43.5% Americans regret buying things on sale. Women are 9 times more likely to buy compulsively than men, I'm not surprised. And then 8 to 16% of the UK population is apparently having a shopping addiction. And Canadians, I think there's about 3 million supposedly, have a shopping problem. And in 2022, the global online shopping market size will reach $5.5 trillion. So there's some facts first. Now, signs of a problem, okay? So signs of a problem are you have low self-esteem or there's something missing in your life, for sure. I didn't necessarily have super low self-esteem, but I had a void in my life. I was not very happy. And then another thing, preoccupation with shopping. So when you're meant to be doing other tasks, such as going to the gym, you know, being with a friend, visiting your loved ones, being at work, are you preoccupied with shopping? I think I was. Sometimes I literally would get emails from Sephora. Like I was so down the rabbit hole with Sephora. I would get emails from Sephora and I would see like, oh, VIB Rouge special gift, limited edition set, blah, 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 or free trial size of this expensive skincare brand with your order. And sometimes I would literally go to the bathroom while I was working and scroll Sephora and shop so I could get these coupon code gift items. It was crazy. I was literally like unhinged, like I was unhinged. And it was like only, you know, $100 here, $200 there, $65 here. But over the course of the year, I would spend thousands at Sephora, and I wanted to maintain my VIB Rouge status, which per year is $1,000 spend, which like is quite easy to get if you shop luxury beauty. But even thinking about how I was a VIB Rouge for I think 4 years in a row, that means I spent $4,000 plus at Sephora on makeup. Makeup. You know what I mean? I could have bought a beautiful handbag. I mean, we all need to wear makeup, but I didn't need to be going to Sephora. There's a lot of great e-commerce brands that I could have been shopping, and instead I had it in my mind, I want to become a VIB Rouge. Why? What are the perks? You get a free makeover, you get an extra item trial size in your birthday gift, and you get certain extra discounts throughout the year. You get 20% instead of 15 on the VIB Rouge sale. It's basically just incentive for you to spend more money the higher tier you get with these loyalty programs. Same with Farfetch. I have just reached the Farfetch Gold status. I guess it means I reached a certain spending threshold. So now I get access to even more exclusive discount codes. The reason I did my Farfetch haul a month ago or so was because I had a 15% off members discount code. Apparently Gold, you get even more of this. You also get a welcome gift of $150 off of 1,000 spend, and a birthday gift where you get about 15 to 20% off depending on how much you spend. So these loyalty programs are literally just created for you to spend more money, but we keep joining them. I think loyalty programs can be an issue too if you have a compulsive shopping thing, because you're gonna just feel more and more inclined to spend more and more because you wanna reach the upper status. But I'm sorry, when does anyone walk around saying, I'm a Farfetch Platinum member, you're just a bronze? No, no one does that. Same with Sephora, VIB, Rouge, Beauty Insider, whatever. It's just crazy. No one cares that I am friends with anyway. So sorry, point number 3, shopping in secret or alone is another sign of a problem. I mean, I find I often shop alone just because I just kind of prefer it that way. I find sometimes when I shop with friends, like it's a bit fun, but I'm just kind of impatient. Like I don't like waiting for other people to try things on because I'm just like, it's just not fun for me. You know what I mean? I prefer just to go on my own. And if I have questions, sometimes I'll be like, hey, salesperson, do you think this looks good on me? I'll sometimes even ask a random person in the store. If there's like a woman in the fitting room, I'll be like, what do you think honestly of this dress? Because like she likes it, but like, what do you think? You know, I literally don't care. I will ask. So I don't mind shopping alone. I don't think that means I have an issue. The next one, the most important one though, is compromising your values or well-being to shop. Spending more than you can afford, avoiding important bills or savings. Yes, this is very, very true. So, you know, if you're compromising your well-being, you're putting yourself in jeopardy, you're behind on certain bills, your internet bill, your phone bill, your rent, you know, you might have a family member's birthday coming up or a wedding and you need to budget for that, and instead you end up blowing the money on shopping. You're definitely compromising values there, you know, and your well-being at the same time, because you are going to have the added stress of being behind in bills, things like this. I think I did compromise my well-being because I was so anxious all the time, because I was just shopping too much and I was feeling stressed and feeling like I was overworking myself so much, but I had nothing to show for it, but just a bunch of stuff, you know? And I was just like, why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I want a certain lifestyle, but I was thinking too small-minded. I was thinking too much like, oh, if I make this much money, I can buy this. No, I should have been thinking, if I make this much money, I can invest this. And this is one of the biggest mistakes I made in my 20s, is that I wasn't thinking that way. It took me literally years to finally get that way of thinking. Unfortunately, you know, I spent 5 years in university. There was nothing in university that taught anyone, or in high school, financial literacy. There is literally nothing like this in the school system, even the public school system for high schools, all of this. There is nothing like this that teaches anyone financial literacy. And I think it is such a shame, because we are just brought up in this age where everything is social media. Social media is king, and young kids are seeing all of these apps, and all of these people are seeing these glamorized, you know, aesthetic shopping videos, and you know, they're thinking that's normal, and I want to have this, and I want a little Louis Vuitton bag when I'm 10 years old. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And unfortunately, people aren't being taught financial literacy in schools. So what are they doing? They're being brought up now with all of this social media in our face about, oh, this influencer's wearing this celebrity child has this beautiful diamond bracelet and an Hermes bag, and they're 11 years old or however old, you know, and kids are growing up thinking, oh, I need these things to be happy. I need these things to be cool. You know, it's a very flawed system. And I feel like there's so much positive reinforcement, as I showed you in the TikToks, about, oh, everyone needs a daughter with a shopping addiction. And like, there's one where the wife comes home and she doesn't realize the husband's there, and so she's trying to hide all the Louis Vuitton bags. And it's just like, you know, that's also compromising your well-being a bit if you are hiding your purchases from your partner a bit. You know what I mean? I think that if someone is coming home and they're trying to put things under the bed and hide things, I mean, we've all done it before. We've all been like, no, I didn't buy this week. That's from ages ago. I mean, a lot of women have done it, you know, but I think if it becomes detrimental to your financial security and you're actually compulsively buying things, and it's setting you back with bills, and it's impacting your partner and your family, then that's really, really not good. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, because when I was researching for this video, I didn't even know they had like help services for shopping addictions. I know that some people genuinely have a compulsive shopping disorder where like they literally can't stop shopping. Like they feel like every time they go to the mall, they need to come back with something, whether or not they wear it or not. Like they have closets full of items with just so many tags on them, and they have so much debt, but they cannot stop shopping. I wanted to highlight the shopping addictions per se, because I think people are kind of, you know, making fun slash also normalizing this, which is not healthy. But I think for most of the population as well, social media is also saying, hey, it's okay if you don't pay your bills. Hey, it's okay if you can't afford your rent, as long as you have a cute outfit. And like, hey, you have anxiety, you know, you could go to therapy or you could have a cute outfit. You know what I mean? So I think there's a lot of like very toxic rhetoric about this. I think it's quite like detrimental for a lot of people, and especially because, you know, I'm what's considered the older generation on TikTok. Like I'm in my late 20s. So most of the users on TikTok are in their teens, and they're seeing this content and they're liking this content, and they're entering the workforce thinking, oh, whatever, it's okay if I blow all my money on this stuff. But it's not okay. You're just gonna have a bunch of crap in your closet that didn't fill a void, and you're not gonna be anywhere further in life socioeconomically. I really don't know who's watching this maybe will have a shopping addiction. If anyone has an unhealthy relationship with shopping or has, I'd be very interested in the comments, but I understand it's a little bit of like a sensitive topic, so I totally understand, you know, if you don't comment, then at least give the video a thumbs up. But there's really no judgment here. There's no judgment, and that's why I'm sharing my side of it. I feel like I was totally there, like I was filling a void once again, and I just wasn't thinking about the bigger picture. And luckily though, I did end up spending a lot of money. Maybe not always the responsible way, but I did go on a lot of beautiful holidays and I had some amazing times. This is before I started YouTube, by the way. I never showed you any items on YouTube that I bought with money I didn't have. I didn't want to have the imposter syndrome, and not until I really like found more happiness in myself and fixed my priorities, I kind of stopped these toxic habits, because the amount of money that I was spending every month on shopping sometimes was like 2,500 bucks easily, $1,000 here and there, 600 bucks. And I was just wanting more and more and more items, which was crazy. I don't want to perpetuate on this channel again, like constantly buying and showing you things. And obviously if I show you things, there's reasons behind why I bought them, and I'm excited about them, and I want you to be excited about them, or at least maybe be inspired. But again, I don't want to come on here and be like, for handbag unboxing, $20,000 haul, $100,000 haul. Like, it's just crazy. And whether or not you're buying fast fashion or designer, you know, some of these hauls online, I feel like they can be a bit toxic. And as well, when you're seeing people do fashion collection videos, sometimes I feel like, I wonder, you know, I'm not trying to call anyone out here at all, but I am wondering sometimes when I see these videos where they have like 40, 50 plus handbags, you know, like, are you just someone who's very, very well off and very good with their money maybe, and you really enjoy handbags? Or are you someone who might have a bit of like a compulsive shopping thing? And YouTube is a way to monetize that, and YouTube is a way to feed into that, you know? And I think it's hard sometimes if you are a fashion creator and you're in the fashion community, you know, we do feel like, for sure, we need to be sharing new items here and there and staying on top of trends and at least talking about them. And, you know, it can be difficult because you can feel as well, like I felt when I first started YouTube, I kind of had to keep up. Like I always had to buy a new thing to talk about it. I always wanted to have something new to show you guys. In general now, like I shared on this channel a while ago, I really hadn't shopped much since October, before I did my Revolve and Farfetch hauls. I spent some good money in those hauls, but I really hadn't shopped since October. That was a good like 6-7 month break, right? When you are doing fashion videos, I mean, it's very tempting to want to buy things to share them with subscribers and viewers, but also one of the rewards I have seen is some of my discussion videos have gotten thousands of views now, and I'm so happy about that. That makes me so happy. So the fact that some of my discussion videos have done so well really make me think like, oh, okay, finally, like someone gets it. Someone appreciates it. Someone is here for not just the soulless fashion content. I hate to say it. I mean, I love fashion. I love showing you guys what's new, but I want this channel as well to be more of like a discussion, analytical, interesting channel, not just a buy this shopping channel, because I feel like there's so many of those and there's some great creators that do it, but I don't want to just be selling to you all the time. And that's at the end of the day, what part of being on social media is. You're selling things to people, you're working with brands, 100%. That's great, there's nothing wrong with it. I have brand partnerships coming up and you guys are gonna see some of them. This video isn't getting too rambly. I completely kind of like, other than my bullet points with the glasses, I completely like freestyled this video. So yeah, that is the video, you guys. I shared a little bit about my shopping experiences and had to kind of like restructure what I was doing. Let me know if you guys have had questionable experiences with shopping, if you've struggled with any of these things. I would love to know. I would love to know so much. No judgment at all. And if you are a returning subscriber, guys, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate you. I love you. And if you are new here, definitely consider subscribing for more fashion content and also some beauty. So take care, guys. Have a great day. Bye.